3 crazy new life updates. We bought this bus because we're having a baby. In 6 months, we are going to have a new human in our lives. It's inside of me right now. And yeah, so we have 6 months to build this bus out and do a suitable home for a baby. Then we're gonna take the bus, we're gonna go around to different communities in the United States. So we're gonna be checking out communities, showing them to you guys, and maybe finding a home.
Woo! Should we show them the bus?
Yeah, let's show them the bus.
So it's already got a name, of course, because it's already logo stamped.
We used to be the Dobermans with our van, now we're the Falcons. 90,000 miles on it. It seems just like clean. The tires are like brand new, like super, super nice. So yeah, I feel excited about it. There was like a couple really iffy ones that we debated, but I'm really glad we went with this nicer one. And yeah, we got big plans. All out, but not like so crazy fancy like some of the buses you see online that are just like glamorous homes. Like we want all the nice stuff, but we don't want to just like waste money into this vehicle. Yeah, we will go over all that. We'll show the layout, but first we have to get these seats out. And we only have 6 months to do this whole thing. So that's another reason. We're like skipping some steps. We're like, you know, I mean, baby's coming. I mostly have done most of the like construction stuff so far, but now I'm going to be getting increasingly pregnant. Like right now I'm not showing, but probably within the next couple months it's going to be harder for me to like crawl into spaces and stuff. 6 months to build a beautiful baby home.
Ah!
We are removing the seats of the bus. So removing the bolts from the top and the bottom.
These little guys.
Then the sides. It's like a lot of crawling around and getting into uncomfortable spots. Not the kind of stuff you want to do when you're pregnant, but trees under the bus doing the gritty stuff, and I'm just up here holding the bolts steady.
What is this called? What's really cool about, you know, being at a friend's house who has tools is that he's got this wrench, air compressor kind of thing, and it's actually making the job a lot easier. I just have to go down underneath now, and you know, it does all the work for me. So many people, you know, start this project and they don't really finish it. So there's actually a lot of buses out there with the seats removed, and we were like thinking, oh, okay, let's get one like that. This job seemed like it'd be really hard for us. Now with this guy, we're gonna try to get it done in one day.
This job is that you probably need either an impact driver, a socket wrench with a breaker bar, or a socket wrench hooked up to an air compressor like this. Sometimes we're able to get the bolts out from up top. Sometimes Tree has to go underneath and hold the nut steady with a wrench to make sure it doesn't spin, so that we're actually able to pull it up. So they're each bolt is like a little bit differently depending on the threading. But yeah, most of them are actually pretty easy to get up.
I'm a worm. And now we've removed most of these ones. Now we've got some nuts over here to get rid of.
Hold it on strong in your good position. I think you could use your other hand to push up if you can. You're never gonna get it like that. You're never gonna get it with one arm holding it. You gotta really be strong with it. Yeah!
Good advice. This one's not really easily coming off, huh?
It's those gross kids that sit in the back of the bus and all the shit they... I swear that the side of one seat just had tons of gunk. Just like candy and shit.
It's not coming off.
Hey.
Zoop, zoop, zoop. Yeah, get it going.
I'm gonna try not to like drop gross stuff on you. Hey!
There was a spider nest.
Yay! First seat is out, and now getting the rest of the bolts will be so much easier because we have a little bit more space to climb under.
And look what we found underneath this seat. One of them new edition Pokemon cards. So we got a few seats out of here. They're still here though. Well, they're not really out of here, but they're right there. But some of them just won't come out. I guess when we're trying to like get it out, it just ain't going. So we're figuring out a new technique where we're actually drilling off the seat so that we can have access to the hole underneath better. Or specifically this murky, dirty spot where we can then get it from this side.
Oh, I thought it was just gonna fall right over it. Wait, but I think it's out.
Yeah. We're exhausted. See you tomorrow.
We are tired. It is day 2 of removing the seats. I really want to finish it today, but we also have to give our body a break.
I feel like we're gonna need an ice bath after this.
Why?
My muscles are sore.
Yeah, you've really been ripping them.
I haven't ripped my pants though, that's good. Usually I rip my pants.
You got good pants.
Should we get these two on?
Yeah, let's do it.
I'll show you that.
That smell looks so cool when you speed it up.
Boom. I mean, we do actually have one radiator seat right here. How are we going to deal with that?
Here, bring them up. We don't want to remove that frame yet because it's keeping the radiator safe because the radiator is kind of hung from the bottom of it. But tomorrow we'll buy wood to make like a little box to hang the radiator from, and then we can remove that seat once we can support the radiator in a different way. And then this seat we're going to keep to put a car seat and another seat belt in so that we can have safe, legal passengers. We were talking to our friend pointing out that you can build other seats, but these bus seats are meant to safely transport children. They are like, you know, they can withstand impact, or like in a big crash, if our wood stove went flying, it would just hit the back of this and it would be safe. So we decided to keep one and just work around it so that we can have super safe seats. But yay, we finished this one.
So we got all this material, all the seats, all leather, I guess it is, or suede, all the seats. And tomorrow we're gonna bring it to the scrapyard and make a little bit of dough, which might be our first time driving the bus.
Oh yeah.
Got the bus running, big moment. That's the girl who's giving birth?
She's in labor. She doesn't look like it. She's not acting like it. Are you doing good? Wow, that's gonna be me in labor. And now we took out this too. We realized the radiator is fine. We'll build something to secure it later, but it seems stable. And we decided we are gonna rip up the floor because there is no like, it's just metal. It's gonna get cold, and I think we're gonna wish we did. And I think we can do it in a weekend. So we're gonna buy all the stuff that we need to do that today.
here at the dome, you're gonna see how much money we got for these seats. And there they are. Look. Now we got an empty bus. How much do you make, Jules?
$55.80.
Wow, that's enough for what?
Half a tank of fuel.
Yeah, half a tank of gas.
Nice.
It was 80 to fill up. So, I didn't even fill up.
No, it was 80 to go from a quarter to
Yeah.
to
I think
So a little less. It's like a third of a tank of gas.
I think the price of metals went down.
This leaking. I think it's from the wheel.
Just like that, out of Lowe's, back at our mates. We got a bunch of stuff here. Jules, you want to give us a lowdown?
Okay, so for our floor build, we are going really simple. We weren't gonna do it at all, but we wanna put at least something down just because this is just metal and we assume that'll be really cold. So we're going with a style that I watched in a Chuck Cassidy video where he glues plywood down. But I'm doing it really simple because we're not insulating the rest of the bus, so I don't want to waste time putting thick layers of insulation down when we still have these normal bus windows and everything. We're just planning on it being kind of like a warm weather bus, but it still feels good to put something down. So we're gonna rip off this vinyl flooring. I'm gonna fill in all of the holes with this caulking. I just picked this one randomly. I don't know if it's necessarily a recommendation, but it looks like it'll work. And then we're going to paint it with Killz 2. This is cheaper than the one that Chuck Cassidy recommended. It's only 13 bucks. And when I talked to my friend about the chassis saver, it was one that was specifically meant for to weather the elements. And he was like, why would you use that if you're just gonna put a floor on top of it? It's not gonna be exposed to the outdoors. So you might as well just use something cheaper like this, which also stops rust and is just like a coater. So we're gonna use that. And then, oh yeah, first we're gonna grind it down with an angle brush.
Grind down what?
The rust. So after we peel off this floor, we're gonna grind down the rust with this angle brush. Then we're gonna paint it with Killz 2. Then we are going to glue down these Advantech plywood boards with Gorilla Glue. And then on top of that, we are going to paint that again with another bucket of Killz 2.
Oh, really? Wow. Come on. 2.
And then we're going to put this vinyl flooring on top, which I think we're also going to glue. It has like a tiny bit of insulating property. It has like this rubber on the bottom. And it's waterproof. And that'll be it. And that'll be our whole floor. And yeah, I think that it'll be better than the metal and just enough for what we need.
You know, I'm actually warm right now.
Yeah, and it's pretty cold out, so
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, I don't think, we don't have the time or money to completely do the roof raise and insulate every part of it and change out the windows and all that.
He told me to stick my hand up her vagina up to my elbow and see if I could feel a face or an arm. And because she doesn't want to come out if she's truly not ready to have a baby.
Right.
And I was like, that sounds bad. Like something I don't want to do.
Yeah.
I could do it.
Yeah, it's like sticking out on both sides.
Maybe I should.
So we've got a vet to come out to look at the cow. So the situation is that the cow isn't in labor. I mean, not for another few weeks actually. But there's like some big bloatedness, and the vet's thinking maybe it's a hernia. That's her best bet. So hopefully she's gonna be okay.
So before we put the floor down, the first thing we're gonna do is grind off all this rust. There's really not much. It's just kind of a light surface rust, but we might as well get rid of it so it doesn't keep working on the floor. And then we're gonna put Killz 2 over it, so we've kind of just sealed our floor, stopped rust, and we'll make it last for a really long time. The way we're gonna grind it down is with this angle grinder and this sanding wheel. We also had the braided wire wheel that we were gonna use, but that would be a lot slower because you just use the edges. This we can just lay flat and do it. The guy at Ace warned us that this will go faster, and so fast that it could even rip a hole through the floor. I don't know if he really understood how sturdy these floors are. I think it would take a while, but we're still gonna be really careful, keeping a light just kind of going over it really good, but not staying too long in any one place. And yeah, hopefully we should have these nice shiny buffed floors at the end of it. Wow.
Them sparks hit me. I was getting hit by metal all over. Shrapnel.
That was cool. That's so shiny. It's like tempting to make it all that shiny, but I don't think it's necessary. I think as long as we get rid of these red rusty parts, we are solid.
I really want like a sparky slow-mo shot, but I'm afraid of getting burned, so let's just put a fake version over.
Because it is still too cold. There's a ton to get done with cleaning the bus, so that's what we're working on. Feel those bus cracks.
A lot warmer today, so we're gonna give it a go.
I'm really happy that in the first week of having our bus, we drove in the rain and saw that one of the wheel wells is like, there's a pretty big hole, and when you're driving in the rain, the wheel is kicking up all this water that would have just like constantly been getting under our floor and being a problem. So we have to seal up that hole, and we're gonna use this JB Weld seal stick epoxy putty. I've never used it before, but I guess you just mix it up and stick it in there. Getting warm.
It's like Play-Doh.
Yeah, it is. Just like, all right, I'm here now. That's so funny. They're both so chill about it.
Right, yeah.
Wow.
Well, I guess we got another cow to make.
Welcome, baby. Look at me. Hi.
It's a happy ending.
So we did it. Woo! This is our new, beautiful vinyl flooring.
I can't wait to eat out of it.
Yeah. You'd eat off of it?
Oh yeah.
Took longer than we thought, but also I kind of thought that everything's probably gonna take longer than we think. But
That's what's scary about it though too. Is that like, you know, right, we have like 6 months, that took us 3 weeks to do this. Yeah, we were on vacation for a week, but still, you know, like everything that we think that we're gonna do take us a lot more than we actually think.
we've also gotten a lot of planning done now. So now next steps are like framing and then figuring out the water and electric a little bit, so that I'm just like brainstorming on how we're gonna incorporate all that. Our build's a little different because we don't, like every video I watch has like all this wood framing around insulation that walls go over, and we're not doing that. So I'm trying to plan like how we can still frame and make it look nice and like hide lights into boards on the wall and in the ceiling, and hide wires without without doing all that. So I'm excited. I have some ideas, but we'll see how it goes. Everything's changing as we try it.
Yeah, and so in the next episode, we're gonna give you the lowdown on what the heck all this blue tape means. I'm gonna give you give you whatever, a walkthrough on what the heck we're gonna build and what we're gonna be living in, and what we're gonna make of this brand new little baby.